Hi, my name is Shelley Bishop, and I am uploading my career profile, the second one, and I decided to do for a job title, Foster Care Agency Manager. This has been something that I've been interested in my whole life is foster care, and so I thought that this was a good time to research that. I um, specifically found out more about a company called Utah Foster Care. It's a non-profit organization here in Utah that is licensed through the Department of Child Protective Services here in the state. And so it runs as a separate entity but is licensed and governed partly through the state. And the particular location I looked at was in Murray. They have 5 different locations statewide, and then an additional 4 locations that are considered regional locations also. So it's kind of a big independent foster care facility here in Utah. And as far as the work environment goes, this particular facility, because it's one of their regional facilities, is a little bit bigger than most um, of their facilities are. And the smaller satellite offices would cover less area, and so they are just smaller in nature. Other than just this particular foster care agency, lots of agencies exist all over the United States that are much smaller, and there are some that are much bigger than this particular facility also. A typical workday is listed as being an 8 to 5 job with overtime as needed, but because of the nature of sometimes emergencies with children being removed from homes or even medical emergencies for foster care children that are already placed, there would be times where you work much more than the 8 to 5, 40-hour-a-week job. Because this job is trying to create stability for children who have lost their stability or have never even had stability, and they're trying to teach them about it. The flexibility in the job is very limited. And as far as a family-friendly environment, it is family-friendly because they're trying to teach children what a family is. But as far as being a family-friendly environment where you might be able to bring your kids to daycare, that's not what this facility is like. Typical stressors, I think, whenever you're dealing with stressors that involve people, the stress level is very high. And because you're dealing with parents who are upset because their children have been removed from their homes, you're having to deal with angry parents. You're dealing with children that have been removed and don't understand why. So that's a big stressor. Having to make sure you have trained staff and enough of the staff to operate the facility would also be a large stressor. And making sure you have enough trained foster families would also cause a lot of stress. Also, this particular facility, it is a non-profit organization, but it does have a board of um, a board of people that they answer to, and so that would be an additional stressor, is making sure you keep all your board members happy, as well as complying with the state requirements. Typical benefits of this facility, from what I could find, is you receive complete health care and a retirement package, but I wasn't able to find that there were any other financial benefits on top of that. Common tasks in the type of job where you would be running the facility would be planning all the office staff requirements, training the staff, overseeing the training of the foster parents, attending board meetings, reporting budget and adhering to what that budget is and what the state requires, and making sure that there are enough caregivers, like I said, um, are common tasks in this job. The educational requirement is a master's degree, and everyone I looked at got a master's degree in social work or a related like field is what is required. So it could be social work, psychology, any of those things that are related to taking care of others. That is at a master's level degree. The starting salary that I found, the lowest salary I found in this type of field was about $43,000, and an experienced salary of only $65,000. So I think that might be another stressor that would be involved in this job is, as I listed on my miscellaneous care information, career information, is that there's a lot of stress involved and the income does not compensate for that stress. So there's a high burnout rate. Most facilities want a manager or director to have 3 to 5 years of experience in a child welfare position and at least 2 years in a supervisory position prior to becoming a manager or supervisor over a facility. And I did research for this, not only at the utahfostercare.org website, but also I went to Indeed.com and did a search of different agencies nationwide that are hiring for this type of job. So I searched the YMCA website, and another website I searched was called Staffy of America, Inc., which is a job that's open in Oklahoma to help to be the director of one of their um, foster care facilities in that in in this job field I'm talking about. I think that it would be a really rewarding job, but I also think that whenever you're dealing with little children who are having a hard time coping and parents who are having a hard time coping and foster care families who are dealing with children that have a lot of challenges, it might not be as rewarding as I would like. Another thing I did find out that I thought was interesting is that foster care facilities, there's a lot of different types of them. There's just the general run-of-the-mill kids need foster care. They've been removed from the home for abuse or neglect. There are foster care facilities that are strictly for children with mental health issues. There's foster care facilities for children who are um, physically challenged. And I also learned that there are foster care facilities for adults who need added support because of mental and physical health needs. I thought that was interesting. So you kind of have a choice of what type of facility you would want to work in. So thank you.